Hey all, Tony Bing here, hello and welcome back to another video for Marvel Strike Force. Now we have the Pyro offer now available in the store, meaning that today I will be doing an orb opening. Now I bought the old offer before it was pulled down, and I believe tomorrow or later on today we'll find out what's happening with people that bought that in Android, where I believe the deal wasn't as good, and we'll hopefully get something back. And then I also bought the most recent deal because I really want to get Magneto unlocked, so that means I've actually got 14 Pyro orbs to open, and I've managed to save up 15 Juggernaut orbs as well, so I'll open both of them in this video. And then what I'll do once I've opened them, I'll actually have a quick look at Pyro and his kit to give my first impressions, because although I will be unlocking them today, it might be a day or two before I do the in-depth review, because I really like to get a feel for a hero before I actually do one of these review videos. But in the meantime as well, I will have some Tier 8 Blitz gameplay later on, and I'll do one of these quick 2-minute mock-ups where I show off the skills for Pyro as well. And what I've seen so far, they do look pretty awesome. But let's check out the orbs I've got to open. So I've actually been doing a fair bit of saving here, and I'll just quickly show you. For the arena, I have 15,000 of the arena credits available because I've got the characters I want as 7-star. Raid, they're always worked down because I'm buying gear, although Rocket Raccoon is now 7-star for the next Star-Lord event. Blitz, I've got a ton. I've got 20 of the free orbs, and then I've also got 13,000 credits, so I think that works out as something like 60 or so pulls I can get at 350 credits per time, but I'm holding on to that for now. And then I have, let's see if we jump up here, I've got 43 of the premium orbs, but I'm holding on to them until we get another offer, hopefully similar to the Loki one. I don't know if that'll be coming back, but I'm crossing my fingers it will. If not, I'll work my way up to 100 and then open them. But you can see we've got the Crimson Crusher 15, and we've got 14 of the Pyro. Now the one I'm more excited in is the Pyro ones, so for that reason, just to delay it a little bit, we'll go for the Juggernaut ones first. So I'm pretty certain that by the end of the event in the raid, I'll have them at 5-star for sure, maybe even 6-star if I get lucky enough with the pulls. But here we go, let's see how we do for Juggernaut here. That's a not bad start there, 15, very nice. 3 greens, that's only 5, really sad when you get that. And we've got 8, another 8 there, another 5. So these were all free, of course. I didn't pay anything for these ones, just earned them through the raid and through his event as well. Another 5 again there, 5 again, that's nice. What's this? 15, 5 once more. We've got 5 more pulls to go. That's 8 there. For Pyro, actually, I'll just mention, I think it's around about 100 shards I need to get when you add in the 2 blitzes, where I will aim for the top 1500 to unlock them at 5-star. Doing alright for the purples actually, there's 20, that's nice. Then another 8. And then the final pull for Juggernaut, that's a pity. Final one's a disappointing one. But let's see, we got 125 shards for him, so that's really nice. I'll quickly jump into my roster, see where he is. He's a little bit further down. There we go, exactly 5-star, 130 there. So I'll rank him up later on, and I'll probably wait and rank him up once we get the next gold milestones. But let's go for the Pyro ones now, the ones we're looking forward to. Hopefully these will be better, because these are the paid ones, of course. I already have 18 just from buying other orbs, so we're starting off with 8 there. We get gold with these as well. That's another 8. Another 6 this time. That's a bit on the lower side. I think that's the lowest you can get actually. I really hope these aren't all green. That will really suck if it's the case. 6 again. Got blue at least, so that's 10, but I want a 20 or a 45, or if I get something, is it like 140 or something in the region of that? Oh, come on, another 6. If you watch these orb videos, you know I have the worst of luck. Very seldom do I get anything decent. Green again. Green again, I'm not enjoying this at all. I was really looking forward to it as well. Green again. Not sure how many I've got left. 72,000 gold is decent. 12 is okay, but has that been the highest I've got so far? 12 again. I suppose that's alright, but not great. Green again, and that's us. That sucks. That was 110. I suppose I did need 100, I said, so I now need to get top 1500 in both of the blitzes, so the pressure's really on there. 250,000 gold. Nothing really special gear wise as well. It doesn't drop in high enough numbers. But there we go. So let's actually have a quick look at his kit now. So I've had a quick look at his kit already, and it does look really quite impressive. His stats not so much, but his actual skills and what they do, he looks like he could be really useful. But his description anyway, it's a hot-headed fire starter who excels at burning enemies in an area to inflict damage over time. He doesn't burn, unfortunately. It works out it bleeds, which does kind of annoy me a little bit. I know there was someone else that mentioned this, but I think it's so they don't have to add another status effect into the game, so it does make sense to an extent there. His traits are Villain, Global, Mutant, Blaster and Brotherhood. Although he's a Blaster, I would say he's probably closer to a Controller class, but we'll see that when we do look at the skills. When we look at the stats, his health's definitely on the lower side with a base health of 94. That's probably going to come out about an F, but he is a Blaster. He's not supposed to be tanky. His damage is definitely low. It's probably a D or an E, but again, like I mentioned, he's more of a controller, I would say. And if I can get his armour, 6 is meaning middle of the road, probably a C or so on. Focus is really high. 88 is likely an A rating once I calculate that. Resistance is on the lower side, that's likely a D with it coming in at only 59. And then finally you've got his speed, which is down at 95, which is a bit on the slower side as well. So stat wise, he doesn't look great, but when we look at his kit, you can see he's really got some awesome things he can do there. So initially, with his flamethrower, you attack primary target and adjacent targets for 60% damage. When this is actually maxed out, you'll be doing 150% damage, and you apply bleed to each target as well. So he's hitting the 3 targets there, 150% damage, and applying bleed on his basic, which is really nice. You've then got his special next. So level 1, attack primary target and adjacent targets for 60% damage, apply bleed and clear 1 positive effect from each target. Now if we got all the way down to the bottom here, we can see this, and then if we add everything up, it was attack primary target and adjacent targets for 180% damage, so that's some nice splash damage there. You apply bleed for 2 turns and you clear 2 positive effects from each target, and also if Magneto is your ally, you clear all positive effects from each target. So that's a mass cleanse on 3 targets. It's available at the start of the fight. That's really pretty powerful. Going to be really interested in that one, how it changes matches up. Now the ultimate next, this is FIRECRAFTING. So attack primary target and adjacent targets for 100% damage. That's at level 1 of course. The animation looks amazing. I'll do a video later on showing that off. Once you take this one up to level 7, and it does take 2 turns before you can use it, or it's on your second turn you can use it, you attack the primary target and adjacent targets for 230% damage, and you apply Disrupted for 2 turns. Disrupted means that characters can't have buffs added to them, so that's really nice. It'll stop regen and so on, and you've already put the bleed on via the special. Also with this, if Magneto is an ally, each target has bleed prolonged by a duration of 1. So this is a death sentence really for a target you cast it on. They can't heal, and also, or at least they can't heal via regen, and also they are unable to actually shift the bleed as well. They'll have various stacks of that on them. So if we look at the passive last anyway, this is Stoke the Flames. Starts off pretty basic with gain 5% extra focus. By the time you max it out, it really gets pretty awesome. So maxed out, you gain 25% extra focus, so it's going to be exceptionally hard for someone to resist them, when he'll most likely be cleansing whenever he casts his actual special. And also when Pyro is attacked, you fill the speed bar by 15%. That makes up for his average speed. And then finally, this is pretty amazing. If Magneto is an ally, when an enemy drops below 50% health, you apply heal block. Absolutely amazing there. So you've got the Disrupted, so they can't have regen, you've got the heal block, you've got the multiple bleeds on them. once Pyro gets going, the enemy team is going to be absolutely screwed. So he's going to be someone that you're going to have to really take out nice and early. But let's actually just quickly bump him up before we finish off the video here. He looks strange, I'll say that. His kit looks great, but his design, I'm not sold on it, I don't think. Are we getting him to 3-star? There we go, we got him to 3-star. So, as mentioned, I've hopefully now got enough shards so I can actually... Went into the wrong character there. I've hopefully now got enough shards so that I can actually get him unlocked via the blitzes. I potentially lost him now, which is not good. Where is he? There he is there, hiding at the bottom. So what I'll actually do, because there's not a button here to click and add everything, which is a bit of a pain, and hopefully they bring that out at some point in the future, I'll just finish up now, and later on today keep an eye out for a gameplay video. After that I'll do a tier 8 blitz video with some teams, so feel free to leave suggestions of teams you would like to see, and then finally in the next day or two I'll get the in-depth review done for them as well. But I hope this has been insightful, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon.